All right, guys, here I am in front of the Summerday house. And really a very nice street, very nice neighborhood. Nice big wide street. And, it has been kind of very, very quiet through here. I think that's like one of the few cars that I've even noticed drive by. But I think for the most part, your neighbors really take a lot of pride of ownership in their homes. And everything really looks pretty ship-shape on the street. The one thing about looking at a house like this, when it's pouring rain, and it is pouring, a little harder to evaluate certain things. But certainly what you can evaluate very well is drainage. So I'm certainly going to kind of call your attention, to some things that I see. So you do have a nice flagstone walkway here. Plenty of nice landscaping. And that goes all the way up here to the front porch. And from looking at this house and, other homes in the neighborhood, this siding has been replaced. This is a vinyl siding. The color is going to be impregnated in that. So unlike an aluminum siding, that can kind of chip and, need periodic painting. The only real issue with vinyl siding is if you, either put your grill up next to it and melt it. Don't do that. Or you're a little careless and hit it with a weed whacker. And all the eaves and overhangs, those look to be, vinyl as well. Only real chipping paint that I have noticed is on, this handrail here. But that's the only thing kind of noticeable that did stand out. But let's keep walking, around the entire perimeter of the house. You have a sewer clean out right there. And the garage door, everything looks pretty good here. Maybe some very, very minor, dings in it, but that's pretty to be expected. And again, like I said, it is pouring today, and it's been pouring for the last, 48 hours. So, this is going to be a real good test as far as the drainage and what's going on. It's clear someone has made some, capital improvements here into kind of bettering the drainage. But you do still see, some pooling water in some locations. And I really think that that's probably a result of just, making sure some of these lines are clear. But you certainly can see the downspouts are doing what they're supposed to do. Getting water out and down. And you have a buried pipe here. It probably goes out towards the front somewhere, and we need to kind of see where that daylights and if that is obstructed, because here, we are getting some pooling. And this is right up against the garage. So not really too much of a worry about that coming, like down in the basement or something like that in that spot. And here's another buried downspout. And you also have another catch here. There's a gentle slope coming off of the neighbors. And you can see their downspout there. So everything is headed down here, and it looks like this is been put there to kind of catch that. Just do have a little bit of pooling over here. And I mean, days like this is the best time to kind of evaluate, this sort of thing as far as what's going on. And you can see the river rock here. That's going to be another swale, between the lots to, to catch any water. So this is good. I mean, there's certainly good stuff going on here. Now I do see some, water pooling up in the walkway here. But, always walkways are going to be kind of a natural catch for that sort of thing because they're kind of a low spot. And that swale does look to continue right down through here. And here's the deck that I was talking about earlier. Certainly not a new deck. But, all in all, looks to be in pretty good shape. Probably could use a power wash and a coat of paint. But, given that we got mature trees all around us here, you are apt to get, get some dirt and debris on the deck from time to time. I didn't pull a date coat off of this, but this does look brand new. I mean, it is squeaky clean. So that looks to be as old as the unit inside. And they do have a little bit of AstroTurf set up here. And I imagine that given the tree cover, this would be a very hard place to grow grass. So a good spot for like some river rock or, mulch if the AstroTurf wasn't your thing. And you can see kind of the water going through the neighbor's yard. Certainly this is, there's a lot more going on back there than there is here. But you see there is this swale. I mean, someone has thought this out about channeling water, through the property here. So this is good. And this kind of runs right along, the back and around. There is a shed here as well. And I mean, this is an old shed. And I suspect that if I start pressing on things, I'm gonna find some rot in it, But at least you have a place here that you can throw the lawnmower in and some, lawn tools. So, not something I would stress too much about. Get a pretty good look at the back perspective of the house, and this just kind of winds around down here. And we have a nice pond here, which is great. I don't know if there's any koi in it, but I'm sure you could probably, put koi in here if you wanted to. And you see how that water has just made a loop kind of right around the backside of the property here, and it's kind of on its way out. And everything is running towards, a storm drain down here. And you do have a little bit of side yard as well. And it's really starting to rain now. The other thing that I mentioned to you too, gas fireplace. But as you can see, that gas line was retrofitted into the fireplace. And this was originally a wood burning fireplace. And there is the gas line there. You can see where it was tapped and added. So certainly with a gas fireplace, you know, you don't need to be as conscious about what's going on, you know, with the chimney, because you're not really putting soot and ash up the flue. So that's much easier on the chimney. You know, might see a little bit of spalling brickwork up there, but it's really kind of hard to get a read on that given that given the rain. But the fact that the conversion is done, I'm a little less concerned about it. And we'll keep wrapping around here. And it looks like these trees are kind of just on the property line. Not sure who they belong to. I'm kind of thinking they belong to this house. And we're back at the front porch here. And there's a nice little stone retaining wall here as well. So that is a very detailed look, you know, at the house. It does look like they have a chimney cap in place, so that's good. And we'll head inside next.